Before Nigeria had schools, hospitals, or printed books in local languages, there were men and women who left their homes thousands of miles away to bring something new: Christianity, education, and modern medicine. These were the Christian missionaries. Their arrival forever changed the story of Nigeria. In the early 1800s, long before Nigeria became one country, the coastal areas were already buzzing with trade. European ships came to buy palm oil and other goods after the end of the slave trade. But among the traders came another group, men who were not after wealth, but souls. They came with the Bible in one hand and hope in the other. One of the earliest and most famous missionary organizations was the Church Missionary Society, also known as the CMS, from Britain. Around 1841, they made their first serious attempt to spread Christianity in what is now southern Nigeria. Their goal was to preach the gospel, stop slave trading, and help former slaves build new lives. Among these missionaries was a remarkable man named Samuel Ajayi Crowther, a Yoruba man who had been captured as a child by slave traders, rescued by the British, educated in Sierra Leone, and later returned home as a missionary. Crowther became the first African bishop in the Anglican Church, and he played a major role in translating the Bible into the Yoruba language. He proved that Africans could also lead the church and spread education. The Roman Catholic missions soon joined the movement, setting up missions in areas like Onitsha, Calabar, and Lagos. They built churches, schools, and hospitals. Later came the Methodists, the Presbyterians, and other missionary groups, each focusing on different regions. Missionaries didn't only preach, they taught reading, writing, and arithmetic. They opened schools like CMS Grammar School in Lagos in 1859, the first secondary school in Nigeria. They also introduced Western education, which produced early Nigerian leaders, teachers, and writers. Women missionaries played their part too. They taught hygiene, sewing, and childcare, especially to girls who were often excluded from education at the time. In many villages, the missionary compound became a center of light, a place of learning, healing, and hope. But not everyone welcomed the new religion. Traditional rulers and priests saw Christianity as a threat to their customs and gods. Some villages banned missionary work, while others mixed old traditions with the new faith. Still, the message spread slowly and steadily. Missionaries faced harsh conditions: malaria, loneliness, and sometimes death. Many of them never returned home. Yet, their work laid the foundation for what later became modern Nigeria. By the time Nigeria gained independence in 1960, Christianity had become one of the country's major religions. The schools and hospitals founded by missionaries had produced some of Nigeria's brightest minds, people who would go on to lead the nation, like Nnamdi Azikiwe, Obafemi Awolowo, and Ahmadu Bello. Today, their legacy lives on. Many of the oldest churches, schools, and hospitals in Nigeria trace their roots back to those early Christian missions. What began as a few small mission houses grew into a network of faith, knowledge, and progress. The story of Christian missions in Nigeria is more than just religion. It is a story of courage, change, and transformation. It shows how education, faith, and determination can shape the future of a people. So, the next time you walk past an old church or school built in the 1800s, remember, it all began with a handful of missionaries who believed they could make a difference.